Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we are focusing squarely on perhaps the single biggest growth opportunity for UK businesses right now, the European market.
It's huge, isn't it? We're talking over 740 million consumers, 27 countries.
Exactly, and a combined GDP exceeding, what, 15 trillion? I mean, the potential there is just immense. But, and this is the crucial point, probably for you listening, scaling into Europe, especially post-Brexit, it often feels like navigating a minefield. You're hit with, complex regulations, different customs rules everywhere, and just the sheer logistical hassle of getting goods across borders. It really slows things down.
Absolutely. And our deep dive today is into the source material around SMA Worldwide, specifically how they act as a strategic partner to, well, shield businesses from that exact complexity.
Oh.
So our mission here is to understand how they actually manage to turn those hurdles, the regulations, the logistics, into, believe it or not, competitive advantages for UK firms.
Making it feel like a domestic delivery almost.
That's the goal, yeah. Making cross-border feel as smooth as sending something down the road. We've been looking at material on their, decade of experience, their network, their specific services.
Right.
It's really about unpacking how they deliver that reliability, that expertise, which lets UK businesses actually succeed on the continent without drowning in paperwork.
Okay, let's kick things off with the sheer scale of this opportunity they help unlock.
Yep.
We saw UK goods exports to the EU were over 170 billion last year in 2023.
That's a huge number.
It is. But SMA Worldwide seems to stress that you can't just treat the EU as this single entity. The opportunities are really diverse, aren't they?
Oh, completely. And that's key to how they help clients. They focus on the nuances. So you might have, say, Germany's massive demand for precision engineering parts, totally different from France's fast-moving luxury goods market.
Right.
Or maybe you're targeting Scandinavia, where sustainability is everything. Or perhaps it's Eastern Europe with that growing middle class.
Yep.
You need a tailored approach for each.
So it's not just about having drivers and vans in 27 countries. That network is one thing. But the sources talk about local expertise. That sounds like the real value add.
Exactly. The network is the how, the knowledge is the what matters.
So what does that local expertise actually mean for, someone listening who wants to ship their products? What does it look like on the ground?
Well, it gets down to some really specific stuff. It means knowing, for instance, the very particular regulatory hoops you need to jump through for, say, food labeling in the Netherlands.
Okay.
Or knowing how deliveries are expected to happen in parts of Italy. Maybe residential preferences are totally different from commercial ones in, say, Germany. It's that granular level.
Right, the cultural nuances, too.
Precisely. So partnering with SMA Worldwide means you basically tap into all that accumulated knowledge, all that infrastructure instantly. You avoid, years of expensive mistakes trying to figure it out yourself.
Which leads us neatly into probably the biggest headache for UK exporters right now. Post-Brexit logistics. Customs. Borders.
Yeah.
This is the main complaint we hear.
Right.
But it sounds like SMA Worldwide almost.
Yeah.
Embraces this. They see it less as a problem and more as their core job.
That's exactly right. Their whole promise is built around handling customs expertly. They have a dedicated team. That's all they do, stay on top of UK export rules, EU import rules, which, as you know, keep changing.
Constantly.
Yeah. And it's not just filling forms. It's checking data before things ship, getting declarations right, ensuring compliance from the start. The idea is the client makes the products, sells the products.
And SMA handles the red tape.
Exactly. They handle the Incoterms, the HS codes, all that jargon, so you don't have to become a full-time customs broker.
Okay, but let's dig into that reliability metric.
Yeah.
Because that's where you save time and money. The sources mention a 99.5% customs clearance success rate. That's incredibly high.
It is pretty impressive.
How do they actually achieve that? What's stopping those delays that plague so many others?
A lot of it is tech-driven, but backed by human checks. To hit that 99.5%, they use their own customs platforms. These systems run checks on the data before the shipment even leaves the UK.
Proactive checks.
Yes. Flagging common errors like wrong tariff codes, incorrect VAT numbers, the stuff that usually causes holdups at the border. Plus, they're plugged directly into various EU customs systems.
For real-time filing.
Real-time filing, even pre-clearance sometimes. That 99.5% isn't just a number. It protects your reputation. Delays break promises to your European customers, and that trust is priceless.
Okay, 99.5% is fantastic, but nothing's perfect. What happens in that other 0.5%? What are the sort of edge cases or risks, and how does SMA manage those?
Good question. That tiny fraction often comes down to things like random mandatory physical checks by customs authorities. No freight company can completely control that.
Right, that's out of their hands.
But what SMA can do is minimize the impact. They make sure all the paperwork is spot on, electronically available, instantly auditable. Transparency is key. If a shipment does get flagged for inspection,
They're ready for it.
they're ready. They have contacts at the key ports to help speed things up, making sure a potential delay is hours, not days or weeks. It's about managing that residual risk proactively.
Let's make this concrete. There was that example in the sources, the UK electronics manufacturer. They didn't just dip a toe in. They launched in 8 European countries at once. Nordics, Mediterranean. That sounds like a compliance nightmare.
Oh, it was a serious test. Each of those 8 countries had different rules, not just customs, but product certifications, CE marks, specific electronic waste rules, you name it, and different buying seasons, too.
Wow.
So SMA's job was to build a compliance strategy for each country that was tied into the logistics plan. They made sure the client wasn't going to get hit with fines or have products rejected because the paperwork wasn't right for, say, Sweden versus Spain.
Allowing them to hit all markets simultaneously.
Which is vital for a big product launch. Get the timing wrong and you miss the window.
Okay, shifting gears slightly to the actual delivery service.
Yeah.
If you're a UK business competing with local EU firms, speed and knowing where your stuff is, visibility, that's crucial. What does SMA offer there?
They have a range of options. For the really urgent stuff, high-value goods, they offer express services, think 24 to 48 hours to major European cities.
That's quick. That competes with domestic.
It does. It lets a UK company quote delivery times that are genuinely competitive. But they balance that with cost-effective scheduled services for freight that isn't quite so time-critical.
You see the tracking.
Crucially, every shipment gets real-time tracking, and it's proper tracking full visibility from pickup in the UK right through to the final delivery confirmation. That transparency is gold, both for your customer and for cutting down your own "where's my order" queries.
And it all starts here in the UK. Right?
Yeah.
What about collections? Say you're a smaller business without a big warehouse setup.
Yeah, they make the UK side easy. Flexible collections, time to suit the client's operations, secure handling right from your premises. They can even pick up from multiple UK sites if you need to bring inventory together before shipping it out to Europe.
Consolidation, okay.
It's about making it work even for companies running lean who still need that big European reach.
All right, let's bring this to life now with those success stories from the source material. They really show the impact. The Manchester fashion example, what was the story there?
Ah, yes, the textile company. Their problem was shipping premium fabrics to fashion houses in Milan, Paris, places where timing is everything. They were getting damaged goods, unreliable delivery times.
Which is a disaster in fashion.
Totally. A late sample delivery can literally kill a deal. So SMA came in with a guaranteed 48-hour delivery service to those key fashion hubs.
And that made the difference.
It transformed their business. That speed and reliability became their USP, their unique selling point. They could promise delivery just as fast as a local supplier in Italy or France. The result. Now, something like 60% of their revenue comes from Europe.
Wow, so logistics directly drove that growth.
Yep.
Okay, next up, the Birmingham Engineering Company. Automotive parts, prototypes. Sounds high stakes.
Extremely high stakes. In automotive engineering, schedules are rigid. If a prototype part for testing is even a few hours late, it can cost the car manufacturer millions. This company had faced issues before with unreliable shipping.
Jeopardizing contracts.
Potentially, yes. So SMA brought in their express service combined with that customs precision we talked about, ensuring those critical, sensitive parts arrived exactly when promised, every single time.
Consistency was key.
Absolutely. That consistency, demonstrating that professional standard European partners expect, directly led to them securing long-term supply contracts worth millions a year.
Impressive. And the final one, the Scottish whiskey distillery. A very different product, needing special care.
Yeah, a great example of tailoring. Shipping high-value alcohol has its own maze of rules, excise duty, import quotas that vary by country.
Plus, you don't want breakages.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So SMA provided specialized packaging advice, secure transport, and crucially, expert customs handling specifically for alcohol. The whole delivery experience matched the premium quality of the rare whiskey itself.
So the delivery reinforces the brand.
It did. Apparently, European buyers even commented on how professional the delivery was, which just solidified the distillery's luxury image.
It's clear they don't have a one-size-fits-all approach then. That sector knowledge seems vital.
It really is. They adapt based on what the industry needs. For manufacturing or engineering clients, maybe shipping to Germany or Switzerland, the focus is precision, certifications, maybe handling hazardous or oversized items.
Right.
But for, say, creative industries, fashion samples, artwork for trade shows, going to France or Italy, it's about careful handling, time deliveries for
And
events.
tech, sending prototypes to Berlin or Amsterdam.
Then it shifts again. Secure transport is paramount. Managing intellectual property concerns, coordinating complex launches, even food and beverage that needs temperature control, food safety compliance, specific alcohol paperwork, it's all very distinct.
And how does technology stop this tailored approach becoming, a massive admin headache for the client?
Tech is the glue. They offer API connections, so SMA's system can talk directly to the client's own sales or inventory system.
Automating things.
Hugely. Reduces manual data entry, automates things like calculating duties. The tracking gives that visibility we mentioned. The customs platforms streamline documentation. Clients basically feel like they've got an expert European logistics team in-house.
Which really points towards a partnership, not just buying a service off the shelf.
It's definitely positioned as strategic. Every client gets a dedicated account manager. This person isn't just troubleshooting. They're supposed to be proactively looking for ways to save the client money, suggesting better routes or services, making sure logistics supports the bigger picture, like planning for seasonal peaks.
And the results back that up.
Well, the metrics mentioned are pretty compelling. Over 99% on-time delivery, customer satisfaction over 95%. That suggests the partnership model is working.
So pulling this all together, for you, the listener, the SMA worldwide advantage seems to be this combination. Solutions that can grow with your business, that deep local knowledge across Europe, and a real focus on your long-term success there. They offer a reliable way to manage that first tricky European order and then scale up to handle complex distribution across many countries.
And the final thought, maybe the provocative one, is that post-Brexit, this kind of proven reliability, it's not just nice to have, it's actually a competitive weapon.
How so?
SMA's track record shows that if UK suppliers can deliver with that consistency, they don't just get into European markets, they can actively win business against local competitors there. They can command better prices because they're dependable. That reliability removes a huge barrier.
Right. It overcomes that doubt some European buyers might have. So if you're listening and you're ready to connect your UK business across Europe and you want that solid, scalable foundation for growth on the continent, getting the right logistics partner seems like the essential first step. You can find out more about how SMA Worldwide could help unlock Europe for you by visiting their website, www.samoworldwide.com. That's SMAworldwide.com. Or if you prefer to talk specifics with one of their team, you can call them on 0192-329-0490. That number again, 0192-329-0490. You could also email them at samsegundos@smelworldwide.com.
Worth checking out if Europe's on your radar.
Definitely. Get that specialized European logistics support lined up. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.